So there we go then. That is how Liverpool's title race comes to an end this season. Fell at close to the last hurdle, didn't we? Unfortunately. Held to a 2-2 draw against West Ham United. Wanted a reaction from the midweek game against Everton in the derby. Felt like we got a bit of a reaction in the first half, to be honest. And then we can see the Jarrod Bowen header. And it's just, oh, it's just not good enough. Again, the defending, just nowhere near good enough throughout the game, really. And we get back into it second half, and you think, come on, Andy Robertson steps up, lovely little touch, lovely little volley into the bottom corner. Areola can't quite keep it out. And then you're like, wow, these guys, look at the way that they've managed to get back into this game. They've shown a little bit of confidence, they've shown a little belief in themselves, and they've gotten themselves back into it at 1-1. Then they go that little bit further. Obviously, the shot's deflected. I think it's probably given us an own goal in the end, maybe off the goalkeeper, actually, Areola. But it bundles around, doesn't it? It comes off stomachs and knees, and the goalkeeper finally and in, and it's 2-1, and you're like, there you go, 25 minutes to go, just keep it sound now. We've got to just make sure that we do not concede, and we concede again, 77th minute. This time, Antonio, again, he's had some good games against us, some bad games against us. He's struggled against us at times, and sometimes we've struggled against him, and today he's sort of had the last laugh on Liverpool, because he's ended our title dreams for another season, hasn't he? And it's really difficult to take. And we've had chances there. Don't get me wrong. Harvey Elliott hits the bar with a scorcher from distance, and McAllister has a header from close range, and there was potential penalties, but because someone was offside, they weren't counted. Diaz has a shot that probably isn't quite good enough in terms of being in the top corner and stuff. Nunes comes on, Salah comes on. Salah has a run through the middle and a poor ball for Nunes, which ends up in the Elliott chance. And not great chances, decent chances, and you'd fancy Liverpool maybe to have scored one of them if they weren't a little bit more unlucky. But without bad luck, we'd have no luck at all this season, would we? And it's a shame, really, because obviously we know that this is Jurgen's last season, and to go out in the manner in which we've gone out again, a defeat at Everton and then a draw at their old manager David Moyes' house, it just hurts, and it's always going to stay with us. But we've got a few games left. We'll hopefully try and enjoy the rest of the season. Hopefully we wrap up Champions League sooner rather than later, so that it's not dead nerve-wracking and stuff. There were some good performances there that we can hang our hat on, though. I thought Ryan Gravenberch did excellently in the centre of the park. Always a willing runner, trying to get back, trying to get forward, being direct, bringing. Thought he had really good link-up play with Luis Diaz today, and that's something I've been critical of when he's played in that left-sided 8 before. I thought McAllister tried everything he could to get us back into that game, both defensively, taking yellow cards towards the game, and getting in between the sticks for that ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold where he gets the header on. Gakpo had a couple of chances, a couple of poor headers, really. One of them does kind of result in a goal, but the other one results in a Harvey Elliott shot right-footed in the first half. And I thought he played really well today. I thought he tried to link up play at times. I thought all of Klopp's changes actually had an impact on the game. I thought Harvey Elliott can be proud of his performance there. Didn't have the ultimate end impact that he wanted, but I thought he played better than Salah's been playing, and that's saying something. And then obviously you got Endo in the middle, and Kwanzaa I thought had a decent game at centre half. I thought Trent, it was interesting for me that we went like very much 4-3-3 rigid first half, but when we were chasing the game, we started to ask Trent to get into the middle of the box a little bit more. But ultimately it comes down to Liverpool aren't going to win the league this season, and I think we can all hand on heart say that is going to be the case. If you didn't think so already, I mean, I thought maybe with 6 to go, I didn't think Liverpool had it in them to win the 6 final games, and I hate to be proven right on things, I really do, but I think you can see now what I felt I saw then. We are not as good as Arsenal and Manchester City this season. We've relied on magic too often. It really felt like that magic had left us the last couple of weeks, and there's a tiredness within this squad. There's a tiredness from Jurgen, obviously, which is why he's leaving. And I'm not saying he's tired now and that, but it's a weird one for all the players. But I think now's not the time for looking back and telling you that this season's been a success. As far as we're concerned, from 2 weeks ago, this is not a success. This is the worst case scenario. Being out of the FA Cup for a few weeks ago, being out of the Europa League, and being out of the Premier League title race with a few to go. We got to the start line. We didn't get much further than that, to be honest with you, in terms of the title race. So I'm just bitterly disappointed. I'm gutted because it's Klopp's last season. I'm gutted because these players deserve more. I'm gutted because we've been so unlucky throughout the year. Even today, we've been unlucky at times. We've had conceded goals that just, yeah, it's been really, really difficult to take this season, and we've had a lot of highs. We've obviously won a cup along the way, and we've had some great results along the way, and some big games and stuff. But ultimately, we won't remember much from this season, other than that it was Klopp's last season. We won't, because it's just the Carabao Cup at the end of the day, isn't it? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I'm gutted right now. Yeah, absolutely gutted. See you next time. Ta-ra.